Guys, I want to talk to you today about the Dave Smith Maxima goose floaters. Let me just start out by saying how big they are. I'm just under 6 foot tall, and this is how big it is on my body. This thing is so realistic and so good. The paint scheme is unbelievable. I've never seen a goose decoy this big since the old Bigfoot Clinton floaters. And the only difference between those and this is that the keel is just ridiculous. They put so many different holes on the keel, as you can see. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different holes on the keel. And what they say in the box as you get them is that when you put your Texas rig on each of those holes, it will move differently in the water. And so when you're looking at a spread on the water moving, if you have them all in the front, they will all move at the same time. It's not super realistic. So they're actually changing the game by giving you a lot more different holes to choose from. And so we actually played around with it a lot this year by putting a lot of the Texas rigs here, here, and here on the decoy. And it just completely changed the movement in the water. Not only does it make that anchor point different, but because the keel is so heavy, it actually creates ripples as it's moving. So what I found the best time to use these decoys is in really small water setups, just because they look so realistic and big that I swear to God, DSDs do make a difference. It's incredible. So Dave Smith is definitely known for his realism when it comes to goose decoys, and it doesn't stop here in the floater. You have an unbelievable carving here on the EVA plastic. It is just unbelievable. Another thing that Dave is known for with his decoys is the right coloration. You notice that a lot of other decoys look black or they look gray. This actually has the cream, and then it has a realistic brown. It's incredible. The amount of times that I've used Dave's out hunting, and you start looking, you land a couple of birds in it, and you have to wait for the bird to move to understand which ones you should be shooting or not. That is definitely the case with the Maxima floaters as well. So if you are going to be hunting with these, I have 2 suggestions. Definitely use a 4 to 6 slot bag, because when you carry these things, they're so big and they're so heavy that you will knock them against each other and you will have some flocking come off or some paint come off just because of the amount of weight that they have. So these things weigh about 4 pounds. So if you're carrying 6 over your back, you're gonna bump them into each other and you're gonna cause some issues with the paint and the flocking. So it's definitely recommended to use a 6 slot bag. Really, the only con that I have about this decoy is how big they are, but that's also a plus. So when you're trying to carry them in, if you're trying to do run and gun stuff, you're gonna be fatigued by the time you get there, but then also you're gonna be worried about damaging your decoy a little bit. So just for an example of what it looks like, fresh out of the bag, here's what it looks like, and here's a full season of using the crap out of it and not being worried about what it's gonna look like. It has held up extremely well. I'm a big fan. I hate cattails, so definitely run a 4 to 6 slot bag and try out the different spots on the keel. You're gonna wonder, is it worth the $249 for 4 price tag? I would say absolutely, because what do we want when we're out duck and goose hunting? We wanna be visible and we wanna be realistic. You know what I mean? So go check them out on their website. Thanks for watching.